Ladies and gentlemen, today I have the pleasure to welcome Mr. Luis Kinugawa, Brazil. Mr. Luis, thank you very much for joining me and accepting my invitation to join me under the Human Rights Tree.
It's a great honor for me, Mr. Alpha. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
You are very welcome. Before I start talking about your profession, which is an artist, a drummer, and specifically an African drummer from Brazil, you don't just mind sharing a little bit about your background.
Okay. Well, I am a music therapist. And when I was studying music therapy here in Brazil, I met a Senegalese guy that came with a djembe drum. So when I saw the djembe, I was sure that I want to go to learn and research the culture of this instrument. It was 93. And in 2000, I went to Guinea to make my research. So I met Fanta Konate in the first week in Guinea. I was very well received there, and I lost my ticket back to Brazil. I loved Guinea as my country, as my really second home.
I see.
Yeah.
So were you born in São Paulo?
Yes, I was born in São Paulo, and I didn't study music too much in my childhood or when I was teenager. Only a little bit of guitar, but when I went to music therapy, it was very interesting how music can bring us health, can bring us together, can make difference in the life of people when used for good.
I see. Can you tell us a little bit about your family roots? Are they from Sao Paulo? Or if it's not the case, how did they end up in Sao Paulo?
Okay. So the part of my father, they both were Japanese, and they came to Amazon. My grandfather came to Amazon in 1930.
Just to visit the Amazon?
Yes.
Okay.
But after that, war started, and he couldn't came back
to Japan.
So he went to the south of Brazil, and he met my grandmother. He became a teacher of Japanese there. There's a large community of Japanese in Paraná, here in Brazil.
Paraná?
Paraná.
Can you tell us a little bit about Paraná? Where is located and how big is Paraná?
Paraná is the next state after São Paulo, going south. It's São Paulo, Paraná, Santa Catarina, and later Rio Grande do Sul. So it's a little bit cold, so the Japanese adapted very well there.
Why we have a big number of Japanese in Paraná, not in other states? Is it there is a reason?
There is a reason, because, for example, I lived also in Ribeirão Preto, in São Paulo, state of São Paulo. It's very hot there. And the lands were for the Italians. So the Italians and the Portuguese didn't treat very well the immigrants from Japan. So sometimes they went to a place where they can gather together and start to buy their own lands. So in Paraná, there's a large community of Japanese.
So Paraná was a state that the Japanese community felt safe, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
safe
And
from
they start
discrimination and
buy
all.
the lands and start to make the agriculture
Mm,
with no problem. But there are also other immigrants a lot there
okay.
from Germany, from Italy also. Yeah.
So why your
So
parent? Go ahead, please.
my mother is the son of an European family that comes from Austria and Portugal. And my grandmother, she is descendant of native Indians, the native Indians from Brazil also.
Mm,
So we have all the ethnic groups in our
together.
blood now together.
Yeah. They say that the Brazilian population, one of their uniqueness is very mixed population. There are a lot of
Yeah,
mix.
that
Yeah.
diversity, yes.
Mm.
It's very good. I think this is the future of the world. We have to break the frontiers, break
Yeah. The barriers
the
of race. Mm.
that's
So
it.
how did your parents end up in Sao Paulo? Mm.
Well, I think the bigger opportunities of work and study are were in São Paulo. So the family of my father came to here, and then working in the industry, my father met my mother there.
I see.
Yeah,
So you were born in Sao Paulo. Tell us a
São
little
Paulo.
bit growing up as a child in Sao Paulo, and can you give us a little description of the city um, of Sao Paulo?
Well,
Mm.
São Paulo is not easy because it's the largest city in Brazil. It's a big metropolis, so we have lots of problem, violence, and not too much environment, like nature here. We go sometimes to parks, but it's not very relax to relax people. So
Mm.
this make the city a little bit more tense with too much work and too much oppression here. So the teenagers to, today it's worse, but when I was a child, you have to be in apartments in a place safe, and you don't have a lots of place to make music. Overall, the percussion music.
I see.
So I think I am from a generation that started to break these rules, and we started to go to places to make percussion music. Yeah, African music like this.
So how did music come to your life? Your parents were they inclined through music, or you did have somebody who inspired you to study music? Uh,
Well,
how
that's curious because there are no musicians in my family.
I see.
Uh, so but my parents, they loved music. They listen when we travel in a car. Always they prepare the soundtrack of each trip, so it was very nice. And music is very strong in our history like this. I think today people don't listen music like that time, because at that time it was something very open for all the persons. Today you have the great hits that go up and down, and sometimes uh, music is not very nice like were in that time. um, so when I was a teenager, music was very important for me, for uh, all my problems in in that age. Music was the safe place, the safest place.
I see.
So I started to listen to music from everywhere, from all countries. The traditional music of places also, like the Tibetan monks, like the group from Korea, the percussion group Samunori, taiko drum, and many cultures. It was very interesting for me. Uh, but when I saw djembe, that connected something very special for me, because uh, when djembe you can walk, you play with two hands. Uh, it's something very different from all that I had seen before.
Oh, but you went to school, and if I'm not mistaken, you wanted to be a music therapist. What do you
Yes,
what do you take to be a music therapist?
well, you the first need is the wish to help people. First wish, you have uh, to like this ability, né? Or to develop this ability to connect with people. And most of time is not with words, it's like with sounds and movements, because sometimes what the music therapist will receive in his place are the sensitive diseases. Can I say mental diseases, like uh, people that don't speak, autism, mental disorder, like this. Don't people don't speak? Don't so the sound, the instrument, the voice, the movement together can open ways of communication, uh, open ways to people to release stress and to develop, to start to build a line of communication, to feel safe, to feel understood. We can say like that.
So,
Uh,
to be a music therapist, do you have to have a degree for that? You have to pursue a
yes.
number of years, or you just have to create your own? Mm.
No, 4 years of university here.
Okay, can you take us to those 4 years? What did they teach you as a to be how did they build you to be a music therapist?
Yes. So we have to learn a lot of medical basics,
Mm.
anatomy, neurological systems. After you have to learn also the psychological lines. I don't know if it's the term, but
Yeah.
it's like behaviorist, humanist, psychanalysis, things like that. You have to understand the line, so you will identify yourself with that. I love Carl Rogers. It's a humanist, that very nice. Uh, and I also did bioenergetics. Uh, Alexander Lowen.
I see.
It's very nice, a way to treat the body. Uh, so this is one part. After you start to study, uh, how can we call in English? Group dynamics,
Okay.
like how can you actuate with different kind of groups. You have also the study of music therapy, classic, how the history of music therapy since religions, how they treated in the past. Do you know tarantella, the Italian rhythm? Tarantella. Tan, ta, tan, ta, tan, ta, tan, tan, ta, tan, tan. Uh, First, this was a song for people that were with a disease that is called tarantism. They associated it with the spider, the bite of the spider. So they were very stressful like this.
Mm.
So the song it's in a fast movement for them to dance, and after that they can feel relaxed. So when I was there, it was surprising to see that tarantella was one kind of music therapy, even if it was associated a little bit with religion. So you see, most of the religions in the world, they have music. So music very important for the spiritual part of the self.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
So the formation in music therapy is like this, and you start to study also the disease, the mental health, the I don't know exactly the name in English, but all different kind of schizophrenia. Mhm.
yeah, behavior issues, people who
Yes,
have behavior issues. Okay,
that's it. Though today, THDA, the anxiety that
anxiety. I see.
everybody
Mm.
has a little bit of this. Yes.
My other question is, as a music therapist, do you have to be a musician, or you just have to learn the science and use music as a tool?
But in my opinion, you have to be a musician
Okay,
because you can decode what the patient is bringing to you. So
okay,
you have resources, how to interact, how to conduct, the how it will go better for each person. Each person is very unique, is very different, and the more you become a good musician, not just technical but sensitive. You have a lot of sensibility to see, oh, he has a possibility that he can develop rhythm, he can develop the the melody, the song. So we'll go this way, we'll go this way. If you
okay.
don't have a rhythm, if you don't have the tune in your voice, it become a little bit more difficult to interact with the
Yeah.
other.
As a music therapist, before you met the djembe as an instrument, were you playing other instruments?
A little bit guitar. I studied the guitar. First instrument I wanted drums, but as I live in an apartment, my mother didn't know drums here. It's
It's
prohibited.
forbidden. Okay.
So guitar. I started with electric guitar and later with acoustic guitar, and I love it, the sound. Um, it it helps me a lot in my life.
I see.
Guitar.
After graduate,
As you,
after after graduating from university, obtaining your diploma, did you work in the physical therapy field?
physical.
uh,
I
the
didn't.
musical therapy field. After you finish your, often
Yes.
people sometimes they major at a certain uh, what they call they major. For instance, they are musicians, but they end up not being
Mm.
musician, or they do theater, and they end up working in the corporate field. In your case,
It's a very good question.
when
Yeah.
you finish and you majored as a musical therapist, did you work as a musical therapist?
Yes, because
Okay,
I didn't feel like I was going to be a musician.
okay,
I was really music therapist,
okay.
but it's very interesting because they teach it here a little bit closed ways to be music therapist, and I didn't like it.
Mm.
You have to make a consultation with the patient 50 minutes. It's also the relationships of a therapist and the patient, something very uh, rigid. Do you have
Richard, yeah,
this
you did.
rigid?
Mm.
Yes. So I didn't like this, and I broke a little bit the rules. I put the name of my work biomusic,
Okay.
biomusic without borders,
Mm.
because I saw that music can benefit many people together if you discover a way to interact. So I developed some techniques, a method that I call it biomusic, and it was for all. people in the streets, people in the hospitals, mental disease, schools, university, and I was testing how it could go. So um, uh, I started with a group. I trained a team that we could do this with many people. So we went literally under the bridge, go work with the people that are in a street situation like this. They live in the streets. We borrow instruments. We make an interaction. We make them remember the songs that they sang in the childhood. So this was very comfort, gave them comfort for their lives for that moment. So when you release stress like this, you have a little bit more good energy for the next day. You go and you make your things a little bit better. It's not only drugs, alcohol, the situation that is very difficult in streets, for example. So this team, each month, we went to different places with different public. So universities, so work with the very old people that are in institutions, hospitals, like this, to make what is possible to do in their situation. So you have to become a person very open to see different situations and not your wish. What do you wish to play? You have to serve. You have to ask the person and see what is that the musical universe of that person. And this is very important. Music in each person is very important. Is his history of life. Yeah?
Yeah. If, if I understood your story, after you graduated as a musical therapist, you found that the structure was very limiting. The way they practice it was very limiting, and you decided that you will come up with innovative ways of doing things, and you call it biomusic without borders. Can
That's
you
it.
take us, when did you come up with the idea and why you choose to call it a biomusic without borders?
Right. Because music therapy here in Brazil, it took a lot of time to be, how can I say, the government will make the status of a therapist signed like this.
I
It
see.
took a lot of time. So, in the time I was in university, 93 to 96, they were very straight not to make things that the government and the associations will do. Oh, they are crazy guys that plays instrument any matter, and they say that it will heal people. No, they were very straight on this. I can understand this, but by the other side, the necessity in the world, what I think you have other ways also to do. So I didn't need the brand as a therapist. I was creating something that I put myself as a facilitator. I will facilitate, unblock, unveil the musicality.
Yeah,
Do you have this word musicality inside a person that because of problems, because of his situation, it's blocked. So when you can express yourself free, you don't worry with if you are out of rhythm, if you are out of the tune, no problem. We'll make something that will receive you, and you feel part of that
I
song.
see.
So this is the moment I say no. This is important. There is a public that need this. They can't pay for it, and I started to go to the non-profit organization way. It's very hard here in Brazil because there are a lot of corruption with these institutions. So when you are serious, they don't believe. When you make a very right, you have to write projects to the enterprise. It's very hard to take the support for this.
So by trying the biomusic without borders, uh, what kind of with what kind of population were you working with?
Nice. We tested with all the public that we could here in Brazil. Health problems, the seniors, people after 17, 18 years age, universities, hospital, people in the streets, drug addicts. Every institution we could go, we went. And later, I went to Guinea. There, I received an invitation for Sierra Leone, the time of the war, after the war, 2000, to work with War Child. It's a very important organization from UK, and I was there in Sierra Leone, Freetown, and giving a training for the social workers. So they had partners with Handicap International, Copi from Italy, and they had different persons that learned with us music, arts, and theater. I was the music consultant. It was a very important because I put my biomusic in a method, organized it very well. So later in Guinea, I went to Kisidugu to work with the refugees that ran from Sierra Leone to Kisidugu. It was 10,000 persons.
Okay.
10,000 is that correct? 10,000. 10000.
1,000.
1,000. No, 10. 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
10,000 persons in 4 camps.
Okay.
Kuntaya, Telecoró, different camps around Kisidugu. They were installed there. So I worked with Enfants Réfugiés du Monde. It's a French organization that I could make the training for people there that as educators. So I teach them how to build the sangban, dunumba, kenkeni, using the resource that we have there. And we started to practice also rhythms for the people. So we could make this with 2,000 persons at the same time in the refugee camp. We make like a parade. We go all over the camp. And also we have a form that I call it solar system, because we stay in a circle. The drums, the heavy drums in the middle, and everybody can dance, can share, can make their own music around. So because that's why I call it the solar system. Okay. And later, after that, 2001, we started in Doctors Without Borders, Médecins Sans Frontières, in Conakry, with the teenagers that live in the markets, Matoto and Enta. So also a training. We teach the guys how to play and how to respect each other. It was very interesting work. Sometimes we will use Guinean rhythms, sometimes Brazilian rhythms. They wanted to learn also the rhythms from Brazil. It was very nice.
But before going to Guinea and other countries, if I hear well your story, the first time you encounter with djembe is through a Senegalese guy. Was it correct?
Inside the university. He was a teacher that gave workshops there, how to
in
improvise with the voice and drum
in Sao Paulo.
in São Paulo.
In
Hi.
Sao Paulo. So can you tell us the year you met the person who offer workshop, and what happened after meeting the Senegalese instructor?
Okay. 1993.
Okay. So
Make a long time.
mm,
33 years. Yes.
I, okay,
So when I saw he took his djembe, uh, his name was written in his djembe. I have one here that I made, the first djembe that I bought in Guinea.
okay.
I asked the person to also make this,
Yeah, what was his
write my
name?
name.
What was his name?
Mamuba.
Mamuba,
Mamuba. He was also Fula.
a Fula from Senegal.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Yes. He's the first African artist that we met here in Brazil. He lived in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. It's another state.
okay.
But he was very nice. He taught how to improvise. He was very good drummer, dancer. Yeah.
So after meeting
Mamuba.
Mamadou Ba, um, often when you meet somebody who come from a specific country, you wanna go to that country. Did you go to Senegal after meeting him?
Yeah, yeah, but as my focus was djembe
Mm,
and the Malinke tradition to play drums in the agriculture work,
okay,
I watched the Djembe Fola film of
okay.
Mamadi Keita
Mama Decatur, okay,
that time. It was 1995 here in Brazil. So I bought my first djembe and I said, no, I have to go to Guinea. I have to go to Guinea and learn these kind of things to bring to biomusic.
I see.
But things happen differently. When I arrived there, I met Fanta Konate, the
Okay.
daughter of the great master Famoudou Konate,
Mm.
and my heart beated over her direction
You,
immediately.
you lost the
So
returning visa.
yes, I can say that the I was sure for two moments in my life, when I saw Djembe and when I saw Fanta.
Okay, can you take us to in that journey, arriving in Guinea? When was it, and where did you stay, and how do you end up meeting your future wife?
Okay, so it was Ramadan in Guinea.
Okay,
It was December, 9th December of 2000.
2000.
So I went there. People don't play djembe. There are no parties. It's Ramadan. Everything is quiet. They
Yeah.
respect a lot. So I was anxious to go drum, and I couldn't.
Mm.
We tried to make a class with some guys, but they'd say no. Ramadan, you have to respect. Uh, it's not for drumming now.
So
Okay,
you arrived in Conakry.
in
Was it
Conakry.
Conakry? Okay. How many
It
months you
was
stayed there?
Simbaya. Simbaya.
Simbaya. Okay, the neighborhood of
Yes,
Simbaya. Okay, I see.
yes, very
Yeah.
close to Koza,
Mm.
Matoto, this area.
Yeah.
So where I was hosted, the person said, "I will bring a fish to one lady. Do you want to go with me?" I said, "Yes. I'm not playing drums. I will go
Okay.
with you." When I arrived at Fanta's house, it's the second Famoudu's house
Mm.
in Simbaya. When I passed the door, the gate, I listen a voice inside my ear. That's your wife.
I see.
So I looked for Fanta, and she didn't notice me. She didn't look at me that day. She didn't even knew that I was there. It was very surprising, but something was different already in me. So the next opportunity, I started to talk with her. In 5, I lost my ticket to go to Europe, because it was for me to stay 3 months in Guinea, and after go to France, present my biomusic work, and I lost the ticket to France. And after
did you lose the ticket, or did you throw it into the sea?
I throw it. I did not. I will stay here. I didn't learn everything that I wanted. I'm in love with Fanta, so I will stay here.
So
And also
how were you able to communicate with Fanta?
in French.
In French?
She studied in Ivory Coast. Also, she speak very well in French. So we talk in French. And in 5 months, we went to her village in the Amana region, Kurusa, Sangbarala.
Okay.
And I asked her in marriage. It was very nice because it was in the traditional way.
Okay.
With the cola nuts, everything like this.
Can you share the traditional way of asking for somebody hand? I'm assuming a fantasy is a malenke. Or
Malinke, yes.
Okay. Can you take us in that process for the people who don't know what you have to do to ask the hand of Fanta?
So the traditional way is very beautiful. You don't speak directly to the family. You have a person, entrepreneur.
A griot, or
it's someone that's part of the family.
Okay.
Not necessarily a griot, but he's not her father.
Okay, I think you're talking about a spokesperson. A spokesperson. Somebody who's
that's it.
spokesperson.
So he will accompany you, and you give 10 cola nuts to make the first communication. Oh, I saw a person in your family, and I'm interested in her. I would like to marry her. You personally, you don't talk anything. It's the spokesperson that will talk. It's a lot of respect, all of this procedure. So it passed 1 week. They communicate to the
intermediate person, to the person who
intermediate. Yes, they communicate. They ask her. Someone came here. He said he wants to marry you. Do you want to marry him? She will answer one time. Yes. Okay. After 1 week, all the same procedure. 10 cola nuts. They will ask the miss,
future wife.
Future wife. Do you? Someone has come here. He asked you in marriage. Do you want to marry him? She said yes. Okay. Third time, if same thing. So you make this procedure in 3 weeks, and each time 10 cola nuts. So after that, they talked a lot. They talked a lot between the elderly, all the family like this. You stay calm. You don't speak nothing. And the spoke man come, and he will say, "Well, we talked here. Everybody is positive in this. They accepted, and we have only one thing to tell you." There, I was very surprised. Ooh, what? What are they going to speak to me now? So they tell like this: you came in our home to get married with our daughter.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't find her anywhere. You came in her family, and it's this only thing that they told me. This was very noble.
Yeah, touching.
Very, something that you can travel around this a lot of years to see how it was in the past, the respect, the power of the speech. Né?
Yes.
The words is very important, more than anything, more than a paper, more than anything. They didn't ask money. They didn't ask the cow, nothing. They only talked this to me, and it was very important. And after 25 years now, we are making of marriage. I can understand that how is powerful the respect, the honor, and the confidence that they gave me.
Yeah.
So I will not betray them in this confidence. It was very, very
Yes.
important.
You know,
Yes.
in the African tradition, word matter, because at certain point they couldn't write. You know, there was no writing. Just why, when somebody give his word, you have to do the best you can to respect it. You know, to make sure you don't betray your own word. Just why in the
That's
African tradition, the words are very important, and often people also think usually they don't ask the girl, but in African traditions, often they ask the girls if they really want, and they make sure you want the person you're going to marry. You know, so
yes.
but
It was very, very
mm,
nice to see this in the Guinean
mm,
culture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ask you by chance? Did they ask you about your family?
Well, I presented myself to the spokesman, so
Okay.
he explained everything
Mm,
that I told him that he asked, but
yes. So
not directly.
he was representing in many ways your family. You know,
Yes,
because
that's it.
there are that culture also that say wherever you go you can find a family around the world, you know.
Yeah,
So basically the trust they have at the person who represent, who spoke for you, I think that for them was enough, you know, to guarantee that you are the right candidate. But I'm guessing this asking for the hand is one thing. Can you take us through the celebration? You end up going to her hometown village, and where did you have the marriage ceremony? In Conakry or at her hometown?
well, the marriage was in the village.
Okay.
So, but we didn't made all the steps
Mm.
because there are rhythms that we play 1 week like this. And as I am a foreigner then, and I had a different schedule,
Mm.
that we went there for the La Mare Mare
Okay.
parties. Do you know this festival
Celebration.
in the
Okay.
celebration in the May month?
Okay.
It's when they prepare all the plantations, all the agriculture,
Mm.
and the rain will starts
We'll start.
in Guinea.
Mm.
Yeah,
Can you take
so
us to that? Mm.
they
Can
make
you?
a big festival in the fertility.
Okay.
They go to fish in a lake.
Mm.
Every single village has a lake, a sacred lake, that they go together and take a fish there.
I see. Can you tell us in a specific way? For instance, you went for that festival, and at night people get together to celebrate, if I'm not mistaken. Can you give us more details on how people celebrate?
Wow, this is very, very. I think it's the largest festival for the Malinke. And Mamaya also is very beautiful, but it's different. This one is the population, and you go on your way with the net
Yeah,
to feed, take the fish. Everybody goes together. You make they make songs, and also wishful wishful
Prayers.
askings,
Yeah, you asking.
prayers
Yeah, you're
in the
praying.
sacred forest.
Mm.
So you have rhythms to play there. Balakulanjan, that is a rhythm of fertility to bring uh, um, sons to fertility for the mothers, and they play also a very beautiful rhythm that is called kudabadon, that is played inside the forest. So
Okay.
the drums are there. I went to Baro. Do you know Baro is? I think it's the largest village in the region. It's a Beredu region. It's beside of Amana region. The sacred forest there is very beautiful. A lot of bandanju baobá. It's something very special. All the Malinkes in the world, and even people from other ethnies, they go there in this time because it's a great part. And at night they gather, they stay together, they make little parties like this. During the day is all the ceremonies with the fish in each village. One day is in Baro, other day they go to Kumana, other day they go to Kurusa. It's like this.
I see. So, how many months or years did you stay in Guinea with your wife?
I lived there 2 years,
Or 2 years?
from 2000 to 2002, December.
And you were able to learn about djembe, correct?
Yes,
Mm.
because the family of Fanta, they are great masters. All the family.
Mm.
And my master is from her village, Sangbarala. He's called Solo Keita. He's a very nice person. Today, after 16 years, I think, he lives in Japan.
Okay.
Uh,
So, what was you came to Guinea to learn about djembe, so you can incorporate your musical therapeutic work. But when you arrive in Guinea, you find a wife and you were able to learn different rhythm. Can you tell us the different rhythm you learned in Guinea and how those rhythm were helpful in your therapeutical work?
Okay, so I love the ballet rhythms. I'm not against them, but my focus is on tradition. My
Okay.
focus is in the very old rhythms, the all the Dunumba family, all the Denabo, all of Kassa when they go to the fields. So this is my specialty. I can say like this. And each rhythm has an energy. Each rhythm has a way and a purpose. So even there is a rhythm for theater, né? For the clowns, the people that will make something like comedy, like this. So in different moments of the therapy, you can also bring that. It's for sure it's a different culture, but that energy and that purpose can help. For example, everybody in Guinea knows Yankadi. It's
Yeah.
a Yankadi, né? Yeah, that's a situation of the meeting of people. That when you find someone like this, so it's a soft rhythm that can promote this. It has this energy. It's like a reggae sometimes.
Mm.
So it gives something that person can feel safe, can feel relaxed. It's an example for like
Mm.
this. Now, caçar, it's for movement. You have
Okay.
to work with the daba, né?
Mm.
The
So
to work
when
in.
you were in Guinea, did you just learn to play the rhythm, or did you also learn how to make the instruments?
Very nice
Or
question,
you,
because
yeah, go ahead.
it's very important for a musician of the tradition to know how to tune, how to change the skin.
Okay.
So I learned a lot there, because in Brazil nobody knew how to change the skin like the Guineans did, to attach the ropes.
Mm.
Very, very nice. So I came here. I also saw people that carved it, but for us here in the city, it's a little bit difficult. So when I was in Ribeirão Preto, the other village, we bought a machine that can make with the body, né, to carve the body of the djembe. So we started to make some djembes there.
I see. So, has a Brazilian who grew up in the Brazilian culture, when you arrived in Africa and specifically in Guinea, how was the process of trying to integrate and fit? Was it an easy thing to do, or there was challenges? And if there was challenges for you to integrate and to blend in, can you share them, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Well, I think Brazilian people, where they are, they love party, they love to interact, they are very open like this. So sometimes when a Guinean look at me, think, he's white, he's from Europe, he's from America. I show it, then they were wrong.
Yeah.
I should no. I'm Brazilian. I'm the same land of Pelé. At the
Yeah,
time,
Pele.
people loved Ronaldo. At the time,
Yeah.
so I talked about samba. I danced with the children. So when they see Brazilian, they said me, fote Don Malarzan. Moi je dis non, moi brésilien, moi je suis brésilien. Moi, pas d'argent, je suis brésilien. Donc, it was funny. People
I see.
laugh with me, so this was very nice.
Yeah.
And Guinean people, they are very open. They are very nice
Mm.
like this. Even if they suffered a lot with the French, but
Yeah.
they stayed open for people. And it's not a material interest that touched me. So I promised myself to dedicate my life to help development in Guinea.
Okay.
So Fanta's grandmother died in 2008.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Good place for her.
Yeah. My
And she left.
condolences. Mm.
Thank you very much.
Mm.
And she left a little piece of land in Kindia region
Yeah.
in 2008. So I talked with the Fanta when we concluded that we wanted to build a house that could receive students from all over the world, but to also help development in the local teenagers.
Okay.
I thought that it was easy to do that.
Yeah.
We are musicians, we play shows, we call people to help, and people give money. No,
Okay.
it took 18 years
Okay.
from 2008 to this year to the house to be ready.
Oh,
Now
wow.
finished,
So
but we
it was
didn't
a long journey.
a long journey, 18 years.
So
So we
how?
didn't go there until now to make the overture. We
Okay.
want to go 2027, 27 to
27.
make to
So
start. Mhm.
how was the journey? You were thinking basically when you play in the local area, people will give their contribution, and you will build a house for the community, basically, because your desire was to help. But it was not the case. And I recall when you came to Chicago, if you don't remember, we met in Chicago
Yes,
at
yes, I remember.
UIC, and
Uh-huh.
you went through your musical therapy basically. You were explaining and how the things work, and I participate with a friend of mine named Tina. Do you remember Tina? Mm. She was
Yes.
a nurse.
Uh-huh.
She was teaching at UIC, and she passed away, by the way. Tina.
Oh,
Yeah. So
condolences.
is it was at that moment I met you and learned about your project that you wanted, and basically you are telling us it take you all these years. What did you have to do to accomplish your goals on building a place for the community and finding a way of wanting to help? Where did you?
Yeah.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Uh, you see, the I remember the rice is the basics of the food in Guinea
Mm,
for many groups. So the rice and people were not producing too much
I see.
because from China, from other countries, it was more cheaper,
Mm,
but it was a little bit more poor in nutrients. We know that the original rice from Guinea is
it's
very powerful.
yeah, it's better.
And it's better. So was thinking, how can we make people come back to the agriculture, but not polluting the environment, the rivers with agrotoxics?
I see.
Because it's very hard this situation today. And I discovered permaculture, and I discovered syntropic agriculture. There are ways that you use nature to make the earth with a lot of nutrients without using the chemicals. Because I know even the wonderful river of Niger, he became polluted.
Mm,
The water is not very nice today. Because of this, they use a lot of things in the agriculture. When the rain comes, it brings to the rivers and can even kill the fish, even kill the humans like this. So my wish is to bring this to this center that we built in Guinea. We call it Africa Viva in Guinea.
Africa
Africa Viva
Viva
in
in
Guinea.
Guinea. Okay.
So we need the support to really have the person there that will train people, because all over the world we listen about this. The we You can cut the branch of trees and you put on the soil to plant other plants. Um, Even there are person from, I think he's from Australia. He created permaculture. So permaculture, for example, they will plant cassava beside of banana, because banana will make a lombre. Come on, the lombre, a shadow
Shadow,
that
yeah.
shadow to not take too much sun
Sun, yeah.
in the cassava, and the banana will bring water because it took a lot of water. So there's a partnership between the plants. When I told this to Fanta told, no, my grandmother always did this.
Mm,
So you have the Occidental people, they discover something that is from the tradition in Africa. They put their brand, and they say they created that.
I
It's not
see.
nice, this one. So
Mm,
we have to give back Africa, uh, the all the treasures. Né? They took everything. They took gold. They took the miners, everything. So to the food is our first goal to the community there. So when we make shows here, we call people, but Brazil is not strong to help like this. And I think in Europe it was a little bit more before, but even now they are not too strong in the non-profit organizations to give money to them to go to places in war like this. The world is a mess at the moment. So it's very hard for us to bring this. I have a website, africaviva.org.br, né? Brazilian BR, and nobody helps. It's very hard. This very hard to take. So what built the house in Guinea? It was me and Fanta. We took the money from the shows, or cachet, or from our pockets, and we sent to Guinea. We sent to Guinea to build the house. So it took 18 years.
18 years. Did you complete the house or not yet?
Yes, the house is complete. Even the bathrooms outside, they are all complete.
Okay.
So now we need to start the work there.
I see. Viva Africa is the name of your organization.
Africa Viva.
Africa Viva is the name of your organization and is based in the region of Kindia. Okay. Can you be more specific? What is your goal? What has been your vision, your mission, and the goal of Viva Africa?
Well, is to preserve the culture, the ancient culture, because when you play djembe, you have to watch what is the purpose. You want to be a star that the girls will look for you, or you want to make something more than that. The word is a little bit more of that.
Okay.
So you have to think, no, I am connected to the ancient tradition. So this tradition, what it made in the past and until nowadays, they make people happy. They make people together. They make people to think about life. That in the songs they good advices there. They are short lyrics, but they go straight to the point. For example, Balakulanjan song says, Balakulanjan de na fisa que me taien son de na iba que me queden que le son codi que me mandem so co. It means I will give you the bird, the sacred bird, and a coin, and you bring me a child. But a child, it has a value that you cannot measure. It's not a coin that it has. So in a little lyric, you have a lot of savior inside. So we want to preserve the tradition and also put the new generation according to this. Not to be the star like this. No, we have to make this because we will need to be together to work in the field, to plant the food that we cannot depend of other countries. We cannot depend external help. We have to plant and everybody will eat together. Everybody will have the alimentation together. And this is the first purpose in Kindia, is to put the tradition with the teenagers.
You want to preserve. You want to preserve the tradition with the youth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. The purpose, because we cannot let the mobiles, all this word, make it lost.
Yes. So, but there is a reality out there because I'm from Guinea. and often people, the young generation, they are turned toward the Americas and Europe, and they have their phone, they see the culture and things. So, how do you balance that dynamic? How do you remind them? How do you bring them to realize the importance of preserving their culture through your organization?
Yeah, very nice question. Because you see, today you have a profession that calls influencer. Influencer.
Yeah.
So it's a person that will take some aspects and make that valuable for the society. Here in Brazil, a very special person, from the indigenous people, uh, Ayrton Krenak, he said, "The future is ancestry, our ancestrality, the future. So why not make a? I will not ask them to throw their mobiles. If they want to film themselves in the field, uh, playing the rhythms, making food. This
Mm.
is very the future. This is nice. This is very utile for the society.
So
Not
basically,
to be
they can
not
use.
be side of a car only, and you
Okay.
a Mustang, a Camaro, and you make it.
Yeah.
No, it's not utile.
So basically, what you saying, they can use the phone to promote their culture, but
Yeah,
not
because it's part of
to
the Guinea.
yeah, to take pictures in the restaurant or in the car, the new car they bought, but to go and sing their traditional songs, play their traditional djembes, and be in the field and show their surrounding.
And why
Basically, is
not?
what you're saying. Okay.
Yes, why not humanitarian acts like
Mm,
this? We have a group that we plan together, we produce, and there are people that are suffering in some places in Guinea. We go there, we play, we distribute this food. This one, I think, is the most valuable thing to do.
mm,
Né?
yeah,
I think it connects with the ancestrality. It connects with the independence think of Guinea, because you are the revolutionaries.
I
You were
see.
the first, so you have the honor of your culture. So bring this culture to the what is necessary today.
I see. Right now, you are with your Fanta. She's Guinean, and and you are in your home city, Sao Paulo. You have kids together. We cannot say your kid is a Guinean, 100%. We cannot tell he's a Brazilian, 100%. How do you frame the message? Because I think your life work is to help people, to bring the best of them. How do you bring the best of your child who is mixed, who is not 100% Brazilian nor 100% Guinean? And you cannot blame him for that because he's a mix and he grew up in the city of Sao Paulo. How do you bring your child to connect with his roots from the Manding and from his community back home?
Well, it's very nice to talk about this. It's very there are a lot of situations happening in the world, because the my son is his appearance is completely black.
Mm,
He's not seem like me a lot.
yeah,
So when they look for him, they say, "Ah, he's the son of Fanta." But with me, there are no genetic appearance. So at the same time, um, he was a child, he was a baby, and he went with us for our shows, for our workshop. So he always listened about the history of Mundane, the history of Guinea, independence. Sekou, all the things that are very important to be honored to be African also. And there's a movement here in Brazil of the Black conscience.
Okay.
So sometimes people here, they are more connected with the Blacks in America, not in Africa. And it's not very nice for me, because I think it's you have to know directly from Africa. You don't have it to intermediate, because it's another process that happened in America and in Brazil. United States, in the Black movement is very different from here, and they have to have a Brazilian Black movement. So very important is to connect direct to Africa. And this is a little thing that we can say, do the white, do the Black person, they can marry with white persons. So these discussions is very strong in this moment, because it's true. You see, many of white people took the culture from the Black, from the native Indians, and they make money with this. They don't help back. So I think the conscience from our son is this: you will work with the African culture. You have to promote directly, not only in words. You have to make an action that the money or the resource or development will go back to Africa, will happen in Africa. So it's our compromise from when we started to build this house. It took 18 years.
Yeah.
God knows why it stays so long, but we are very enthusiastic to go there and start for real the work now that the house is ready.
And the journey will be in 2027.
Yes, we want to go in January there.
You know,
Inshallah.
In many ways, it shows that you believe in your work, you know. And if you believe in your work, there is no way you can give up. It can take 25 years, it can take many years, but you always, will keep doing what you think is right. And I believe the journey pay off, because that project took you all over the world. Because I recall when we went to your performance, you were talking about that project in Chicago, and we did support the best we could. However, there is always a room for supporting your work. So if people want to support your work, Africa Viva, what should they do, and where should they go?
Well, we have the profiles in Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Can contact direct me, Luis with S, Kinugawa. Or we have also, it's like Africa Viva channel, but in Portuguese, Canal Africa Viva. Later, I think we could
is a
put it,
YouTube channel.
Right.
Is a YouTube channel.
So, yes, also Africa Viva and Fanta Konate Official.
Okay.
These two are the official YouTube channels. But by Instagram, we are there every day. They can contact us.
I see.
Mr. I thank you a lot,
Mr. Luis. Thank
Alpha.
you. Very much
I'm very happy to talk with you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for sharing your artistic journey from Sao Paulo to Guinea. And I really appreciate you taking your time to sharing your knowledge and sharing your work. And I will keep in touch, and I will reach out to learn more about how further you going with your work, Africa Viva. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Luis, for joining me from Sao Paulo on the Human Rights Tree.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very happy. Let's go together to Guinea one day, Alpha.
Yeah, keep me updated. I one of these days
Okay.
I will come visit your house in Africa
I
Viva.
want you in the official overture there.
Okay. All right. Take care. Oh, bye.
Take care, my friend. See you. Bye bye.
Okay.